news. Take a look at this. Man who mocked Xi Jinping flees China on a jet ski, rides 300 kilometers to South Korea. A Coast Guard personnel inspects the jet ski in Incheon in South Korea. Says a Chinese man who rode a jet ski more than 300 kilometers across the sea to South Korea from China was jailed in his homeland several years ago for making fun of its leader Xi Jinping, a South Korean activist said on Wednesday. South Korea's Coast Guard said it had detained a Chinese man in his 30s on August 16th after he had traveled from China on a 1800cc jet ski, wearing a life jacket and helmet and carrying a telescope, compass and 5 containers of fuel. The Coast Guard did not identify the man who was taken into custody in the western coastal city of Incheon. Reuters was not able to contact the man, and a press officer at the Chinese embassy declined to comment. Meanwhile, South Korean activist Lee Dae-seong identified the man as Kyung Pyong. Lee said he had been jailed in China after posting a selfie on social media. Quotes, he appears to have decided to flee after feeling political pressure. So Xi Jinping's political pressure has forced a Chinaman to ride his jet ski 300 kilometers to South Korea.
Well, South
Korea
Korea
is the fear.
actually
That's
South
the fear.
Korea. South Korea is the transit point for a lot of political prisoners from North Korea as well as from China, and they have seen that kind of an increase in the recent past as well. Well, Xi, there is a crackdown. If he's able to, in fact, criticize Xi, I think he had some guts to do it, because in China, you know how they revere their leaders, and anything against Xi, because Xi is considered right now, the position that Xi enjoys is probably as the second most powerful man in the world after the US president himself. And locally, he has had a huge say when it comes to the local Communist Party affairs and also on domestic party situations as well. So in that context, for him to in fact criticize Xi, well, that's some kind of challenge that he did take up. But then escaping, of course, was the only option left for him, it looks like. But the way he escaped is the most interesting part of it, Kabir.
Absolutely. On a jet ski 300 kilometers into South Korea.
And carrying all that fuel. Yeah.